Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Life Talk English. I'm Nico.
And I'm Elisa.
So, picture this. You walk into your new workplace for the very first time. Maybe you've got a coffee in your hand, maybe your palms are a little sweaty, maybe both.
And you're thinking, okay, don't trip, don't spill, don't say something weird.
Exactly. First impressions are a big deal at work, especially when you're speaking in a second language.
And here's the thing. This might be harder than it sounds.
It might, but that's why we're here with you right now.
Liking what you hear, hit that like button and subscribe to join us for more. But only if this is your kind of learning.
And tell us in the comments where you're listening from and what time it is where you are. I always find it fun to imagine someone listening to us at midnight in Tokyo or maybe at sunrise in Nairobi.
Now, settle in, maybe grab a notebook or just relax with your headphones on, and let's ease into today's English journey together.
First impressions start with the moment you step through the door. You'll probably have a short walk to your desk or to the meeting room, and along the way, you meet people.
That's where you need those friendly, simple phrases that feel natural.
Right. Think, "Hi, I'm," your name. "Nice to meet you." Or, "Good morning, I'm the new marketing assistant."
Notice how you start with the greeting, hi, or good morning, then your name, then something about your role if it makes sense.
Yeah, and your tone matters. You don't want to sound like you're reading from a robot script. Smile a little, relax your shoulders.
And if you're worried about pronunciation, practice your intro at home. Record yourself. Make sure your voice doesn't drop to a whisper halfway through.
Let's role play. Elisa, you're the new hire, and I'm the colleague who meets you at the elevator.
Okay. Hi, I'm Elisa. Nice to meet you.
Oh, welcome, Elisa. What will you be working on here?
I'll be joining the design team. I'm really excited to get started.
See? That's short, friendly, and gives the other person a chance to continue the conversation.
Another good trick, ask a quick, simple question back. Like, how long have you been working here? Or what's the best lunch spot around?
Exactly. It turns a one-way introduction into a real exchange. And here's the cultural tip. In many workplaces, especially in English-speaking countries, a little small talk is expected.
Yes. Even if you feel shy, one or two friendly questions can make you memorable in a good way.
Speaking of small talk, let's give some easy starter lines.
Sure, you could say, the weather's great today, isn't it? That's a classic.
Or, "I love your mug. Where did you get it?"
Yes, coffee mugs are a universal conversation starter.
But remember, keep it light. Don't start with, "So, what do you think about the global economy?" on your first day.
Yeah, maybe save that for week 2.
Now, let's talk about body language. Even if your English isn't perfect yet, open body language speaks volumes.
Right, that means facing the person, keeping your arms relaxed, and nodding when they speak.
Eye contact, too, but not in a staring contest way.
Yes, blink, please.
Here's a gentle mindset tip. People don't remember exact words as much as they remember how you made them feel.
That's so true. If you come across as friendly and curious, they'll feel comfortable with you.
Let's do another role play. This time, you're introducing yourself in a group setting, like at a meeting.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Elisa, and I just joined the design team. I'm really looking forward to working with you all.
Perfect. Notice she greeted everyone first, said her name, then gave a quick role description, short and sweet.
You can also add a personal detail if it feels right, like I just moved here from Spain, or I'm a big fan of hiking.
That gives people an easy way to connect with you later. Someone might say, "Hey, I love hiking too," and suddenly you've got a lunchtime buddy.
Let's add some workplace-specific vocabulary for introductions. Colleague, your coworker.
Supervisor, the person you report to.
Department, your team area, like sales department.
Onboarding, the process of starting a new job.
And you can use these in real sentences, like I'm meeting my new colleagues today, or I'm going through onboarding this week.
One more tip, listen as much as you talk.
Definitely. When someone tells you their name, repeat it back. Nice to meet you, Sarah. That helps you remember it and shows you're paying attention.
And if you forget their name later, it happens. Just be honest and polite. I'm sorry, could you remind me of your name?
People will usually appreciate your honesty more than pretending.
So to sum up, smile, greet, introduce yourself, ask a friendly question, and use open body language.
And if you're nervous, remember you only have to survive those first few minutes. After that, you'll start to feel more at home.
And hey, maybe bring cookies for the office on your second day. Instant popularity.
True. Nothing says nice coworker than free snacks.
So, next time, we'll talk about polite requests, how to ask for things at work without sounding bossy.
And how to offer help in a way that makes you look like a team player.
All right, so you survived your first day, you said hello, met your colleagues, and maybe even found the coffee machine.
Yes, the most important discovery in any office.
But now you need to start asking for things and doing it politely.
And also offering to help, which is just as important.
That's right. At work, how you ask for something can make a huge difference in how people see you.
Think about it. If you just walk up to someone and say, "Give me the file," they might think you're rude.
Exactly. You could say instead, "Could you send me the file when you have a moment?" It's softer, more respectful.
That little phrase, "when you have a moment," shows you understand they might be busy.
Yeah, it gives them space.
Let's list a few polite request starters. Could you please? Would you mind? Would it be possible to? If you have time, could you?
And here's the cultural note. In English-speaking workplaces, especially in places like the US, UK, or Australia, adding these softening words is seen as professional, not weak.
Right. It shows respect, not hesitation.
Okay, let's role-play a common situation. Elisa, you're the new hire, and you need the marketing report from me.
Okay. Nico, would it be possible to get the marketing report today?
Sure thing. I'll send it over before lunch.
That felt easy. And notice I didn't say, "I need the report now."
Yeah, that's the difference between polite and pushy.
You can also combine a request with appreciation. Could you send me the report? I'd really appreciate it.
That "I'd appreciate it" part makes people more likely to say yes.
Now let's flip it. Offering to help. Sometimes you want to show you're a team player.
Good starters for that are, "Would you like me to?" "I can help you with." "If you need a hand, let me know." "I'd be happy to."
And don't underestimate how much people notice small offers. Even helping someone carry boxes or refill the printer paper gets remembered.
Yeah, it builds goodwill.
Let's do another quick role play. I'm swamped with work and you want to offer help.
"Hey, Lisa, you look busy. Would you like me to help with the presentation slides?"
Oh, thanks. That would be great. Could you take care of the first three?
Done. See? Simple, clear, friendly.
A quick workplace vocabulary check. Deadline. The date or time something must be finished. Task. A piece of work you need to do. Follow up. To check on something after a conversation or meeting. Assistance. Formal word for help.
And here's a real example. Instead of saying, "I need help with this," you could say, "Could I get some assistance with this task?" It sounds professional.
Yes, and you can make it even warmer with, "If you have time, could you?"
Now, let's talk about interruptions. Sometimes you need to ask for something while someone is in the middle of work.
True, and that's tricky. You don't want to come across as rude.
Good interruption phrases are, sorry to interrupt, but when you have a moment, I don't want to take too much of your time, but...
It's about showing you value their time.
Exactly. People respect that.
Here's a cultural tip. If you're in a more casual workplace, you might hear people shorten these to, hey, quick question. That's fine in relaxed settings, but still keep your tone friendly.
And if you're not sure how formal the culture is, start more polite. You can always adjust later.
Let's give listeners a mini challenge.
Ooh, I like this.
Think of 3 things you might need to ask your coworker for tomorrow. Write them down and rewrite them using polite request starters like, would you mind, or could you please?
And then think of one offer you could make to help someone. Practice saying it out loud.
Speaking of out loud, pronunciation matters. Stress the polite parts so they stand out. Could you please send me the file?
And smile when you say it. It actually changes your tone.
That's true. People can hear your smile.
Not in a creepy way.
So, to wrap this section, be mindful of how you ask and offer. Softening your language makes you sound professional and friendly at the same time.
And remember, it's not about being less confident, it's about being more considerate.
Next up, we're heading into meetings. How to speak up without feeling like you're interrupting the whole room.
And how to contribute even if English isn't your first language. So, you've introduced yourself, you've mastered polite requests and offers, and now, boom, you're in your first big meeting.
The kind with a long table, too many chairs, and at least one person who talks for 20 minutes straight.
Yep, there's always one. But the good news, you can make a strong impression in meetings without dominating the conversation.
And without feeling like you're fighting for air just to say one sentence.
Let's set the scene. You walk into the meeting room, people are already chatting, you find a seat, maybe pour yourself some water.
And you're thinking, okay, how do I actually participate without sounding awkward?
First tip, start small. You don't have to make a big speech right away. Even a short comment like, "Good morning, everyone," or "Thanks for having me here," helps people notice you.
Exactly. It's like warming up your voice and confidence.
Now, when you do want to speak, here are some great starters for sharing ideas. I'd like to add something to that. That's a great point. May I share my thoughts? One suggestion could be, what if we considered...
And for asking questions, you can say, could you clarify what you mean by? I just want to make sure I understand. So you're saying, how would that work in practice?
Notice how all of these are polite, but still confident. You're not apologizing for speaking, you're just joining the conversation smoothly.
And if English isn't your first language, don't be afraid to pause and think before answering. In many cultures, taking a second is totally normal.
Right. Silence for a moment doesn't mean you don't know, it means you're thoughtful.
Let's role play a meeting moment. Nico, you're leading the meeting. I'll be the new hire trying to contribute.
So, we're considering moving our launch date to next month.
That's a great point, Nico. What if we also use the extra time to improve the website visuals?
Nice! See how you linked your idea to what I just said? That makes it easier for people to follow your train of thought.
And here's a quick vocabulary boost for meetings. Agenda, the list of topics to be discussed. Minutes, notes taken during the meeting. Action items, tasks assigned after the meeting. Consensus, agreement by the group.
If you're given an action item, you can confirm by saying, "Got it, I'll take care of that by Friday," or "I'll follow up after lunch."
And that confirmation shows you understood and are taking responsibility.
Now, sometimes, though, you might not agree with an idea. That's where polite disagreement comes in.
You can say, I see your point, but I wonder if, or that's interesting, could we also look at it from another angle?
That way, you're not shutting someone down, you're opening the door to discussion.
And if you're lost in the middle of a meeting, just ask, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or, "I'm not sure I understood the last point. Could you explain?"
Trust me, you're not the only one with that question.
Let's not forget online meetings. Zoom, Teams, all that.
Yeah, mute your mic when you're not talking, and if you want to speak, you can say, "I'd like to jump in on that point," so people know you're about to contribute.
And always check your camera background. No laundry piles, please.
Unless you work for a laundry company, then maybe it's on brand.
One cultural tip. In many Western workplaces, meetings are as much about building relationships as making decisions.
True. Even quick jokes or light moments can make you seem approachable.
But be careful with humor if you're not sure about the company culture. Start safe, like, "Looks like we've all gotten our coffee today."
Here's a mini challenge for our listeners. In your next meeting, aim to say hello to the group at the start, make one short comment or question, confirm one task or point before you leave.
That's it. You don't need to deliver a TED Talk to be valuable in a meeting.
Exactly. Small, consistent contributions build your reputation over time.
So, to wrap this section, be present, listen actively, and speak with intention.
And remember, even if you're quiet most of the meeting, one thoughtful comment can stand out.
Next, we're going to talk about professional emails, because the way you write can be just as important as the way you speak.
And we'll make sure your emails don't sound like they were written by a robot or a teenager texting at midnight. All right, time to talk about emails. Because in most workplaces, a lot of communication happens in writing.
And let's be honest, some of those emails are not great.
Yeah, we've all seen the ones with no greeting, no punctuation, just "send me file" in the subject line.
Which, if you listen to our earlier section on polite requests, you know is not the way to win friends at work.
Writing professional emails is a skill. And the good news? Once you learn the basic formula, it gets easy.
And you don't need to sound overly formal, like you're writing a letter from the 1800s. You just need to be clear, polite, and concise.
Let's start with the structure of a solid work email. Greeting, like "Hi, Sarah," or "Good morning, team." Purpose sentence, why you're writing. Details, the information or request. Polite close, like "Thanks," or "Best regards," followed by your name.
Easy, right? And here's the golden rule. One email, one main purpose. Don't stuff in 5 unrelated topics.
Yeah, no one likes a franken email that's trying to do too much.
Let's role play. Nico, you be the sender, and I'll be the recipient.
Hi, Elisa. I hope you're doing well. I'm writing to confirm our meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the conference room. Please let me know if the time still works for you. Best regards, Nico.
That's perfect. Short, clear, polite. And I know exactly what you need from me.
Compare that to Elisa, meeting tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah, that's not winning you any communication awards.
Let's add some useful phrases for professional emails. I'm writing to follow up on. Could you please confirm? I wanted to check in about. Please find attached. I look forward to your reply.
And for closing lines, thanks in advance for your help. Best regards. Kind regards. Sincerely, more formal.
Here's a cultural tip. In many English-speaking workplaces, email greetings are friendly, but not too casual. Hi is safe. Hey can be too informal unless you know the person well.
And avoid starting without any greeting. That can feel cold.
Oh, and please, check your spelling before you hit send.
Yes, especially people's names. Nothing says, "I don't care," like spelling your colleague's name wrong.
I once got an email addressed to Nicholas. I'm still not sure if that was a typo or if they thought I was French.
Also, don't forget about subject lines. They're the first thing people see.
Right. Make them specific. Report for Friday's meeting is better than report.
Let's talk tone. Sometimes you need to be firm, but still polite.
You can do that with phrases like, as discussed, the deadline is Friday, or please ensure the task is completed by end of day.
You're not adding extra fluff, but you're still keeping it professional.
And sometimes you need to say no in an email.
That's tricky. Try, unfortunately, I'm not able to, followed by an alternative. However, I can.
For example, unfortunately, I'm not able to attend the meeting, but I can send my notes in advance.
Vocabulary boost for emails. Attachment, a file you send with your email. Recipient, the person receiving your email. CC, BCC, ways to copy other people on your email. Reply, all. Careful with this one. It sends your reply to everyone.
Yeah, reply all is dangerous. I've seen people accidentally send their lunch order to the entire company.
At least it wasn't something worse.
Quick pronunciation tip for our listeners. Words like regards and attached often get mumbled. Practice saying them clearly. Regards. Attached.
And remember, you don't have to write perfect, poetic English, just clear, polite English that gets the job done.
Let's give a listener challenge. Before you send your next work email, check. Greeting included? Purpose clear in the first sentence? Polite close and your name? No typos?
Follow that and your emails will already be better than half the ones in your boss's inbox.
Next, we're tackling something that can be a little stressful. What to do when things go wrong at work.
Yep, how to handle problems and complaints without losing your cool or your job.
Okay, so here's the truth. No matter how friendly your workplace is, problems happen.
Yeah, misunderstandings, missed deadlines, broken printers.
Or that one coffee machine that always breaks on Monday mornings.
Oh, that's the worst. But in all seriousness, knowing how to talk about problems in English is essential if you want to keep things professional.
Exactly. Because if you explode in frustration or use the wrong words, you can damage relationships.
And if you stay silent, the problem might never get fixed.
So let's start with the first step, describing the problem clearly without blaming right away.
Instead of saying, you never send the files on time, you could say, I noticed the files have been arriving after the deadline.
Yeah, you're talking about the situation, not attacking the person.
Useful phrases. There seems to be an issue with, I've noticed that. It looks like we might have a problem with.
And when you receive a complaint, start with listening and acknowledging. I understand. Thanks for letting me know. Let's see how we can fix this.
That's important. People want to feel heard before you jump to solutions.
Right. If you skip that part, they might think you don't care.
Let's role play a tricky moment. Nico, you're my coworker, and I'm upset because the report was late.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Nico, I noticed the report came in after the deadline yesterday. It caused some delays for our team.
I understand, Elisa. I'm really sorry about that. It won't happen again. There was a software glitch, but I'll send things earlier next time to avoid this.
That's a good example. He apologized, explained briefly, and offered a solution.
And sometimes you're the one bringing the complaint to your manager.
In that case, stick to facts and be specific. Instead of, the system is terrible, say, the system has been down 3 times this week, each for about an hour.
That's much more helpful for solving the problem.
Vocabulary time. Deadline, the latest time to finish something. Glitch, a small problem with technology. Resolution, the solution to a problem. Escalate, to pass a problem to someone with more authority.
Speaking of escalating, sometimes you have to involve a supervisor. But in English-speaking workplaces, it's good to first try solving the issue directly with the person involved, unless it's serious, like harassment or safety concerns.
Yes, jumping straight to the boss can make you seem unwilling to cooperate.
Here's the cultural tip. Complaining in private is usually better than calling someone out in front of the whole team.
Definitely. Public embarrassment can make people defensive.
And what about when customers complain?
Oh, that's a big one. Start with an apology, even if it's not your fault. I'm sorry you've had this experience. Then focus on the solution. Let's see how we can fix this for you.
And never say, "That's not my job." You can say, "Let me connect you with the right person," instead.
Listener challenge time. Think of one workplace problem you've seen. Write down how to describe it politely, how you'd acknowledge it if someone complained to you, and one possible solution.
Practicing that will make you ready when it happens for real.
And trust me, when you handle problems calmly and professionally, people really notice.
Sometimes it's even a chance to show leadership skills.
So, to sum it up, state the problem clearly, stay calm, listen, and focus on fixing, not blaming.
And if all else fails, bribe them with cookies.
Okay, maybe not in every situation.
Next up, we're moving into something a little more positive: how to give and receive feedback in a way that helps everyone improve.
And maybe even makes people want to hear your feedback.
Right, so we've talked about making requests and how to soften them, but what about offering help? That's the other side of the coin.
Exactly. Offering help is just as important in the workplace. It shows teamwork, initiative, and good communication.
And sometimes it can even build stronger relationships with your colleagues.
Totally. Let's start with some simple phrases you can use to offer help.
Here are a few. Do you need a hand with that? Would you like me to help you with this task? I can help you if you'd like. Let me know if you want me to take care of this. I'm happy to help if you need it.
Notice how all of these sound polite, not pushy. You're offering, not forcing.
Exactly. And adding phrases like "if you'd like" or "if you need it" gives the other person an easy way to say yes or no.
Right. Here's an example in a real situation. Example 1, offering help to a busy colleague. You. Hey, you look like you've got a lot on your plate. Want me to help with those reports? Colleague. That would be amazing, thank you. You. No problem. I'll take the first 3.
That's direct, friendly, and clear.
Another tip, if you see someone struggling, you don't have to wait for them to ask for help. Offering before they ask can make you look thoughtful.
But remember, you should still respect their decision if they say, "No, thanks."
Exactly. Example 2, offering technical help. You. I noticed you're having trouble with the printer. Do you want me to take a look? Colleague. Yes, please. I can't figure this thing out. You. No worries. I've dealt with this printer before.
Offering help in this way builds trust.
And trust is gold in the workplace.
Also, sometimes offering help can open the door for future collaboration.
Right. And don't forget to smile when you offer. It really does make a difference. Quick practice round. Offering help. I'll give you a situation, and you try to think of a polite offer.
Sounds good.
Situation 1. Your teammate is carrying a heavy box.
That looks heavy. Want me to help you carry it?
Nice. Situation 2. A coworker is staying late to finish a project.
I'm heading out in 20 minutes, but do you want me to help you with the last part?
Perfect. Situations 3. Someone is struggling to format a document.
I've worked with this format before. Want me to take a look?
See? It's all about being kind, but not overstepping.
And here's the magic combination. When you both know how to make requests and how to offer help, communication becomes smoother and your workplace feels more cooperative.
Exactly. And that's what polite requests and offers are all about, building a friendly, supportive work culture.
Hey, Elisa, remember the first time we did a video call for this podcast?
Oh, yes, Nico. You were wearing a shirt, but I'm pretty sure you were still in pajama pants.
Guilty. The business on top, comfy on the bottom style. But that's actually a great example. When we talk about telephone and video call etiquette, appearance still matters, even if you're at home.
Exactly. And it's not just about clothes. Good etiquette includes being prepared, speaking clearly, and respecting other people's time.
So, first tip, check your tech before the call. Make sure your microphone, camera, and internet are working.
Right. Nobody enjoys waiting 5 minutes while someone says, "Can you hear me now?"
For audio-only calls, like on the phone, the rule is speak a little slower and clearer than usual because you don't have facial expressions to help.
On video calls, try to look at the camera when speaking. It feels more like eye contact for the other person.
And if you're taking notes, mute your microphone so your typing doesn't distract everyone.
Ooh, yes. Background noise can be really annoying. If there's traffic or kids playing in the background, mute yourself until it's your turn to speak.
Another key thing, be on time. For a phone meeting or video call, logging in 2 to 3 minutes early shows you're prepared.
And don't forget polite openings. Instead of jumping straight to business, start with, "Hi, everyone. How's your day going? Good morning. Can you all hear me clearly?"
During the call, keep your language short, clear, and polite. For example, let me confirm I understood that. Could you please repeat that more slowly? I'll follow up with an email after this.
And if you need to interrupt, do it politely. "Sorry to interrupt. May I add something here?"
For ending calls, always summarize the key points. Like, so to confirm, we'll send the report by Friday. Thank you, everyone. I'll follow up with the details.
That way, everyone leaves the meeting knowing exactly what's next.
Elisa, quick vocabulary check for our listeners. Mute. Turn off your microphone. Unmute. Turn your microphone back on. Lag. When video or audio freezes or slows. Drop out. When the call disconnects suddenly.
And my favorite, "You're on mute," the most common sentence of 2020.
To wrap this up, remember, test your tech early. Dress appropriately. Speak clearly and politely. Use mute when you're not talking. End with a clear summary.
Follow those, and you'll sound like a pro on any call, whether it's with your boss, a client, or even your grandmother.
Elisa, networking. That word alone can make some people sweat.
Yep, it sounds like some big, scary event where you have to talk to strangers all day.
But here's the secret. Networking is just building relationships, one conversation at a time. And in English, you don't need fancy phrases to do it well.
Exactly. It's about being friendly, showing interest, and sharing a little about yourself.
A. Starting a conversation. A great way to start is with a simple opener.
"Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Elisa."
Hello, I'm Nico. What brings you to this event?
"Hi, I really liked your comment during the meeting."
These are friendly and open. They invite the other person to talk without pressure. B. Asking questions. People love to talk about themselves. Asking open-ended questions gets the conversation flowing.
Like, what kind of projects are you working on? How did you get started in your career? What do you enjoy most about your job?
And always listen carefully. You can follow up with, "That sounds interesting. Can you tell me more?"
Wow. I'd love to learn how to do that.
C. Sharing about yourself. Don't forget to share a bit about yourself, too. It makes the exchange balanced.
Keep it short and relevant. For example, I'm new to the marketing team and really enjoying learning about digital ads. I've been working in software for 5 years, mostly focusing on user experience.
D. Exchanging contact info. If the conversation goes well, it's polite to offer a way to keep in touch.
Can I connect you on LinkedIn?
Would you like to exchange emails?
And be sure to follow up within a few days. That keeps the connection alive.
E. Cultural tips. In many English-speaking workplaces, networking isn't just for formal events. It happens naturally at lunch, coffee breaks, or even while waiting for meetings.
And small talk is a big part of it. Talking about the weather, weekend plans, or local events can build rapport.
Let's practice a quick networking conversation. Elisa, you start.
Hi, Nico. I don't think we've met. I'm Elisa.
Hi, Elisa. Nice to meet you. What department are you in?
I'm in marketing. How about you?
I'm in product design. What kind of projects are you working on?
Right now, I'm focused on a social media campaign for our new product. It's been exciting.
That sounds great. I'd love to see how design and marketing can work together. Can I connect you on LinkedIn?
Absolutely. So, listeners, try to remember, networking isn't about being perfect English speakers. It's about being curious and kind.
And practicing those simple phrases will help you feel more confident every time.
Next up, we'll talk about making small talk at work. That tricky skill everyone needs, but no one teaches.
Small talk. The unofficial language of the office hallway, elevator rides, and coffee machines.
The thing everyone does but secretly wonders if it's actually useful. Spoiler alert, it is.
Small talk helps build connections, breaks the ice, and can even open doors to bigger conversations.
But if English isn't your first language, it can feel awkward or confusing. Like, what do you say? How long should you talk?
A. Common small talk topics. Safe starters usually involve the weather. It's been really sunny this week, hasn't it? The weekend. Did you do anything fun over the weekend? Food. Have you tried the new cafe nearby?
Also, asking about the office environment helps too. Like, how's your day going so far? Busy week, huh?
B. How to respond. When someone asks a question, give a brief but genuine answer. Then you can return the question or change the topic lightly.
For example, person A, how was your weekend? Person B, pretty good. I went hiking. How about you?
Or, if you want to move on politely, person A, busy day? Person B, yes, lots of meetings. By the way, have you seen the new project update?
C, phrases to keep it going. Here are some phrases to keep the conversation flowing without pressure. That sounds interesting. Really? Tell me more. I hadn't thought about that. I like that idea.
And if you're stuck, it's okay to smile and say, I'm still learning about that. People appreciate honesty.
D, when small talk feels awkward. Sometimes you just can't find the right words. It's fine to keep it short and sweet.
The simple, nice talking to you. I need to get back to work works perfectly.
And don't feel like you have to be the life of the party every time. Small talk is a team effort.
E. Cultural tip. In some cultures, small talk is more than just words. It's a way to show respect and build trust.
So even if it feels a bit unnecessary, joining in shows you care about your colleagues as people, not just coworkers.
Let's role play a quick small talk moment at the coffee machine.
Hi, Nico. How's your day going?
Hey, Elisa. Pretty good, thanks. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Any plans?
I'm thinking of trying that new restaurant downtown. Heard good things.
Nice. I might join you if you don't mind.
The more the merrier. So, for our listeners, try starting a small talk conversation tomorrow. even if it's just good morning.
Every step helps you get more comfortable with English and with your workplace.
Next, we'll dive into job interviews made simple, that big moment that can feel scary, but doesn't have to be.
Okay, Elisa, the big finale. Job interviews. The moment that can feel like a test you didn't study for.
Yep. But with the right English phrases and mindset, you can turn those nerves into confidence.
First, remember that interviews are a two-way street. It's not just them judging you. It's your chance to learn about the company, too.
Good point. And starting strong helps. Always greet your interviewer with a friendly smile and say, "Hello, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for having me today."
A. Common interview questions. Let's go over some questions you're likely to hear and simple ways to answer them.
First, tell me about yourself.
A good answer briefly summarizes your background, experience, and what you're looking for. For example, I have 3 years of experience in customer service. I enjoy helping people and solving problems. I'm excited about this role because it allows me to grow and use my communication skills.
Next common one, what are your strengths?
Be honest and relate it to the job. Like, I'm very organized and good at managing time. I also work well on a team.
And what is a weakness? The classic tricky question.
Be honest but positive. For example, sometimes I'm a perfectionist, which means I spend extra time double-checking my work, but I'm learning to balance quality with efficiency.
B, asking questions back. At the end of most interviews, they'll ask if you have questions. Always say yes, it shows interest.
Some good questions are, what does a typical day look like? What do you enjoy most about working here? What are the next steps in the hiring process?
C, ending the interview. Thank the interviewer warmly. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you.
And a follow-up email the next day is a nice touch.
D, cultural tip. In English-speaking interviews, it's normal to use I a lot because they want to hear about your experiences.
But balance that by mentioning teamwork if possible. For example, I worked with a great team to complete the project on time. Let's role-play a quick interview snippet.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a graphic designer with 4 years of experience. I enjoy creating clean, modern designs and collaborating with clients to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited about this job because I want to work with a creative team like yours.
That's great. What's one of your strengths?
I'm very detail-oriented and good at managing multiple projects at once.
So, listeners, practice these answers aloud. The more you say them, the more confident you'll feel.
And remember, every interview is a learning experience. No one expects you to be perfect.
We hope this podcast has helped you feel ready to master workplace English.
You've done an amazing job following along all the way through.
Really, mastering workplace English is a journey, and you've taken big steps today.
From making polite requests to handling tricky problems, writing clear emails, and even shining in interviews, you're building skills that will help you every day.
Remember, the key is practice and patience. Language learning isn't about perfection. It's about connection.
So take a deep breath, maybe stretch a little, and give yourself credit for all the progress you've made.
Imagine yourself in your workplace, confidently speaking, smiling, and building great relationships with your colleagues.
Your voice matters, and with every conversation, email, or meeting, you're getting stronger.
When you're ready, come back and listen again, or try speaking aloud with a friend or mentor.
Until then, take care of yourself. Maybe sip some tea, watch the sunset, or just relax.
Your English journey is ongoing, and we're proud to be part of it.
Thanks for joining us on Life Talk English.
We can't wait to talk with you again soon.